That was weird. What's up? What is up? Mark, stop clicking buttons, damn it. What is up? Jesus Christ. Listen, let me get into it, you bums. I don't care about your military time. I don't care. I don't care, James. Just let me get situated. As a matter of fact, it was you were the reason why I'm late because I was too busy texting you. So don't be telling me I'm rude, you dickhead. So today we're doing the Rams. We're doing the Rams, but also I know Anthony has been wanting us to kind of cover our draft as well at the same time. So, and I know some of these guys are actually in here because they're wanting to know what I'm gonna do with my pick right now. So let's ask Mark, how is your day? How is your
Ah,
draft going so far? And
it's
is it going as what you thought it might have been going?
well, we're deep into the third round, and I've only had one pick so far, so that's. But I mean, I knew that was gonna happen because I traded away my second. I mean, I did get my guy that I wanted in the first, so I can't
Uh-huh.
complain really, honestly. I've been
Okay.
bombarded with trade offers.
Yeah, I got a few of them today. I already rejected some of them. Um, but no, here we are. We got Bijan, A Rich. We kind of expected that. We kind of covered this. We covered, I think, all the way up until until I did the Kincaid one on Sunday. So, and we were kind of talking about how Kincaid fell to me. We're like, holy crap, that was like unexpected. So we're like, yeah, it's happened.
A little bit.
Dude, I know you are, man. I know you are. I know you. And that's why I always give you crap. You're good, man. I understand what you're giving me. Okay. Don't. You know I'm gonna give it back to you. So anyways, here we are. So far, the biggest surprise here of so far of our draft, like we mentioned, was the whiskey trade with G Money. We didn't expect that. We figured he was gonna probably take Zach Charbonnet there.
Yep.
So that was the big surprise there.
So you had two of
Outside
your guys fall to you.
say what?
So you had both your guys fall to you.
Yeah, surprisingly, the both of the guys that I wasn't thinking I was gonna get Charbonnet. I didn't think that. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get him. I'll probably more than likely land myself Condre Miller, who I think Condre Miller will probably not do anything this year, but more than likely going to be the it factor next season. Um, However, I do like Charbonnet over Miller. The fact that he still fell to me, I went with Charbonnet. Pete Carroll likes to go dual running back with both his picks or both his running backs. Like, it doesn't matter. He runs even three of them sometimes. But I think Charbonnet is going to take over that backfield maybe. Or if not, definitely a 50-50 with Walker. So far I've expected where these guys are going to go. The Zay Flowers one also doesn't surprise me because that
No.
is also the Lamar owner. So we mentioned that before. Whiskey loves his running back, so he grabbed the running back there as his first pick. Jackson Smith and Jigba is not bad. It's interesting because this is also the same owner who has DK. So he has both receivers there. Tyler Lockett's going to be gone here pretty soon. So we've mentioned before, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that that there could be a Geno move here, but I don't think he'll need to. The fact that he has Burrow and Carr, but there was also that talk that maybe Burrow straight up for Geno. I don't know, but it's Burrow. Like, I don't think you'll start Geno over Burrow, and if maybe on the bye week, I don't know. You start learning these owners, and you start learning your own leagues,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you've been there for like multiple years and you've played with them multiple years. So it's like you start learning them. Um, but yeah, so I've gotten trade offers about today. Um, so people are trying to move up, and I'm looking at these teams, right? Um, so apparently the person that I'm trading with, we're looking at is two of them right now, and I'm looking at their rosters outside of this screen here in a bit. But it looks like if I trade with one person, they're really banking on what assumably needs or they want is Jalen Carter. But then also on the other hand, I'm also looking at who's available now. And I don't know if they're looking at who would be attached to who they have now on the other team. So it's kind of interesting of how this is looked at right now. But Warren Breezy, you're here.
Yeah.
You hear,
Yeah,
man?
I was gonna say, I'm guessing you're the roadblock.
I
for
am.
my trade.
I'm the roadblock to actually 3 of these trades.
Well, I offered Thorn Breezy a trade, but he said the pick that I was like the part of the deal he said was pending with another trade. So I was like, oh, okay.
So I'm hindering your trade.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we are. Thorn Breezy, you here, man? If you are, we could do this right now.
That's true.
If you know who you're getting, we can leave this up for a little bit and then continue on with the draft. But if he's not, I'm gonna wait till.
Oh boy,
after.
this is awkward.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we could do this right now, man.
That's funny.
If you want, we can continue with the draft, and then it would be Mark's turn. Mark, do you know what you're gonna do, or depending on what this trade is? So hold on.
Well,
so yes, I'm locking it up.
It depends on what you do.
Okay.
Because if you just pick somebody, I think Thorn Breezy has a trade with me.
Okay.
To move up.
Okay. If I make my trade,
but if you take the guy he wants, then we're not trading at all. So.
Right. Well, here's the thing. The trade was, I moved back 3 spots in the 3rd round. Okay, so I'm sitting at the 3-6.
Mm-hmm.
I move back 3 spots and I get the 309. However, I also move up 4 spots in the 4th round. The 409 turns into like the 404 or the 403, I believe. And my 5th round goes up 4 spots.
Yeah.
So, or was it the other way around? Let me see what this trade was. This is what I'm looking at. So, this is things you talk about, and this is what's fun about Dynasty. You don't find this in other leagues, especially during our time. So, during the time of these slow drafts, we talk about it. So the exact trade was, he gets my 6, I get the 9th. And he also gets my 508. So I lose my original spot. However, I move up 4 rounds in the 5th. And I move up the 409 to the 403. So I move up 6 spots and 4 spots in the next 2 rounds. And I only move back 3 in the 3rd. Whoever he's doing here, whoever he's about to draft here now is who he really wants.
He does, because he was talking with me too.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I will see your trade, my guy. I will see your trade. And I will accept this. I hope you're going to trade now. If not, are you going to trade now? Or are you going to make your pick now? Or are you going to, still think about it?
Well, he has his guy locked in, so I'm assuming if you accept it, he's just going to take his.
Have my guy locked in? Okay. No, yeah, my bad. I didn't read it. You clicked on it, or did I click on it? I can't remember. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll accept this. Make your pick. And there you are. You're on the clock now.
There you go.
So,
who did you want? Who did you
refresh
want?
This.
Should we make a guess on who we wanted?
I kind of looked at his roster, and I don't know if it's Jalen Carter or not, but I looked at Judon and Crosby. Judon is 30, so I have a feeling it might be Jalen Carter. Just to get a younger D lineman who's still at a high caliber, but he's also kind of risky. But if I know Thorn Breezy, this guy takes risks all the time, and
Yeah.
sometimes they pan out for him. However, I do see that he has just 4 receivers. One of them, well, actually, no, 5, actually, which are all good. But we'll see what he does here. We'll see what he does here. His receivers are good because he has JSN, Jahan Dotson, Ridley, Spears. That's who I was gonna get to. Is running backs.
I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at him.
I was
Damn
gonna
it.
get to the running backs because I was looking at who he has, and so he did. He has Madison, Jacobs, Cook, who's still not signed yet, and Herbert. Tajay Spears could get in here pretty soon if Henry decides to deteriorate, which is a possibility. What's up, Aaron? We're just going our draft, man. We are talking about the Rams today, so if you guys want to stick around for that, we're going to break down the Rams. It's whatever. I mean, we know who we're talking about. It's just an overview video. It's not like
Yeah.
craziness. Usually these over videos are more, I don't know, educational. I don't know. What do you say these are?
I think they're more in like informational, letting people know who's on the team, the outlook of their season.
Right.
And
All right. Yeah. But we cover all the teams, man. We cover all the teams. So far, if you want to look before you guys go here, I'll stop this. I know these guys are busy, so I don't know if they're going to tune in the entire freaking show, but I'll show you our so far our predictions on our the rest of the league, and we're almost done, which we're going to continue to do more. We're going to go into playoffs before the season starts. But here's our wins and losses for each team so far. Let me pull it up here. We'll talk about it because I know some of these guys are.
it's pretty exciting how it's all come together. Not gonna
So
lie.
far, yeah. This is what we have so far. 4.5. Basically 4s all around to AFC South. The schedule
Rams.
kind of like determines like the Jaguars are at 12 for us because it's 6 easy wins for them. And then they got paired up with 6 other teams that were pretty much easy. So we have them at 12. We have the Chiefs at 13. The Chargers at 10. The Steelers at 10, which was a big surprise.
Bengals at 10.5.
And Bengals at 10.5.
And the only reason the Ravens and Bengals are so low is just because their schedules are harsh.
Yeah, their schedules are kind of brutal.
Like, they're good teams. They just have hard schedules.
Yeah. And then the rest of the AFC, we have Buffalo 10, Jets 10, which was also a big surprise. We have to get to Miami. I think we'll get to that Friday. But as for NFC, our highest team right now is the Eagles, followed by the Lions at 11.5. And then we have Seattle. It's crazy that we've broken down every team and we're looking at their schedules. It's just like you start like thinking about it and learning things. So let's go back to this draft. Yeah, you're gonna be on the clock. I don't think you're gonna draft during the show, are you?
No, I don't know what I'm doing right now. So.
Okay, all right. Well, there it is. With that trade, I moved back 3. We'll show it again. Thorn Breezy coming in here, and this guy's locked in at Tajay Spears. So Mark's right on the. He's on the clock right now, but we're gonna focus on the Rams. It seems like, and then we'll get the Rams show going. And I don't know, maybe Mark will make his decision while we're talking. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe there'll be a Rams player that I'm like, man, I gotta have that guy.
There is one Rams guy that
Might not happen, but you never know.
there is one guy, but I don't know if it's early, and we'll talk about that when we talk about our segment, taking gambling and hell no, not
That's
taking.
it. I'm sold. I'm getting Stu Bennett right now.
There's only one guy I like on the Rams. So, all right, so let's go ahead, continue with the Rams. All right, so the Rams, Super Bowl former champions of 2021, run it back. A lot of guys come back thinking they have a chance. Didn't turn out so well. They were 4-5 at home, 1-7 on the road. Missed the championship playoffs again, or missed the entire playoffs literally, because they were sitting at 5-12. So not good at all. So during the NFC West, they were like 1-5. The Cardinals had the entire division, like they just suck. Like I think they beat the Cardinals once and they lost twice against Seattle and the Niners. So it was interesting. The only ones that they had, and it wasn't even that close, were the Falcons 31-27, the Cardinals were 20-12, the Panthers 24-10, the Raiders 17-16. But this one was kind of the big surprise, and that was the 51-14 win over the Broncos. I think that was because they didn't have. Hold on. That was the game they also shut down, right? The NFL Network decided to shut down the draft or the show because of that game as well. There's 2 games, and I think that was the other one. I can't remember why. But 51-14 against the Broncos on Christmas Day, which is crazy. The rest of the year, they just lost dramatically. So, yeah, they sucked. But, hopefully with all their picks that they have this year, holy crap, did you see how many picks they have?
Like 11, 12?
Yeah, it is ridiculous. So let's go over the draft picks. I mean, it's these. There it is. Right in your. That's not it. My bad. Totally wrong overlay. Sorry. There we go. That's the overlay I want. Boom. So read them off, Mark. They had a whole new team.
Right. And I also think for like this 5th or 6th straight year in a row, they didn't have a first round pick.
Yeah, they just don't manage that first. They're like the James of our league. They just
they decide to trade
somehow
them to bring
move
in
their
the
first
veterans. Yeah, they trade them to bring in the veterans, mostly so they could get that Super Bowl. So
yeah.
Well, most of them went for the Matthew Stafford trade too. It was like 3 of them, I think.
Right. So,
but they also had Jalen Ramsey and a couple other people.
Right. So, do you want me to read them off, or do you?
No, I got it. I'm just looking at it right now. All right, so round 2, pick 36. That was their first pick of the whole draft. They got Steve Avila, guard out of TCU.
Yep.
Then round 3, pick 77 via Miami. They got Brian Young, edge out of Tennessee, not to be confused with Brian Young out of Alabama.
Yes.
And then round 3, pick 89, you got Kobe Turner, defensive tackle out of Wake Forest. Round 4, pick 128, 2-time college playoff champion Denson Bennett, QB out of Georgia. Round 5, pick 161 from Houston. They got Nick Hampton, edge rusher, Appalachian State. Round 5, pick 174 from Las Vegas via Houston. We got Warren McClendon, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Round 5, pick 175 from Tampa. They got Davis Allen, tight end out of Clemson. Round 5, pick 177. They got Puka Nakua, wide receiver out of BYU. Is that how you say that? I mean,
I thought all these teams were good for you this time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could be able to name all of these.
Pick 6.
Second guess yourself.
Yeah, right. Round 6, pick 182. We got Travius Hodges Tomlinson, cornerback at ECU. Round 6, pick 189 from Green Bay. We got Ochuan Mathis, edge out of Nebraska. Round 7, pick 215 from Washington via Buffalo. Zach Evans, running back out of Ole Miss. Round 7, pick 223. We got punter from Wingate, Ethan Evans. And then round 7, pick 234 from Pittsburgh. We got Jason Taylor the second, safety out of Oklahoma State. That's all like Jason Taylor, is it?
The
The defensive
Jason Taylor the
end for the
second.
Dolphins. Oh, no, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And then the last pick, round 7, pick 259 from Houston. They got Desjuan Johnson, edge out of Toledo.
Yeah. So of all these guys, right? We're talking Dynasty. Dynasty is what kind of like we focus on. I'm looking at Brian Young here, man. I like this guy. I really do like this guy. He impressed me during the combine. And then he was that edge out of Tennessee. Me and Brian talked about him a lot. Not this specific Brian, but you know, if you watched our show, you know who Brian is. But Brian Young did pretty good. And for his size, he's a little smaller than most. But it wouldn't surprise me they have him more of a linebacker than like or the edge spot. And I think on the depth chart they have him as linebacker. But he ran a 4.43. And he's quick. This guy might be something. But he's actually one of my picks, and I think we actually we showcased him too back when we were doing D lineman. So total not bad. Like I like the way he moves, the way he actually like for being 6'2", he's not that tall, not that big, but he's very athletic. Very athletic and probably one of the best athletes that they have so far, but we'll see how he establishes himself. But their main pick was Steve Avila at the guard. Definitely should help him. It's this line kind of was banged up. Everyone got hurt. It starts with the line, and we've said that multiple times. Like once the line goes down, a lot of other players goes down because the timing of everything just becomes dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up? I don't know if you got the earlier show. We kind of made a trade here on air. I made a trade. I moved back. Thorn Breezy was actually in here waiting, and he made his pick, so he went with Tajay Spears. So here we are. Are you home? Are you jumping on? Did you get 2 days off, or you got tomorrow off? Knowing him, he probably get any days off.
Yeah, probably would be shocked.
Yeah, very quick. Yeah, no, I know. We talked about him a lot. We talked about him a lot, and we liked him. So he's probably one of the guys, which kind of anticipation our next segment, but we'll get into the roster here in a bit. So let's talk about the roster. Unless you want to talk about any of these rookies that we kind of like mentioned here that kind of stood out to you.
Well, I mean, you're right about Brian Young. I mean, I think Steve Avila is a solid guard.
He's probably the only guy. Those two are probably the only guys.
Exactly. Yeah, but then other than that, it's just filler. Basically.
I have a feeling Zach Evans might get involved here soon, though.
That's true. I wouldn't be shocked. They do like to rotate their running backs. So
I mean, he's 5'11", 200 pounds. It's not like, it looks like running backs are probably around there, but I don't know. The Rams' run game is so weird. I don't know. I can't. Yeah. It's really weird. This is one of the teams where I just stay away from. So, All right, dude.
Get to
Sean McVay, Mike LaFleur, and Raheem Morris. That's who we got. And I have a 3-4. But it wouldn't surprise me if they kind of put Brian Young there at the edge as labeled. And it's more like a 4-3. So he's watching. Yeah, working right now. Damn. You working tomorrow? This man has gone live while at work sometimes.
Oh, he has.
I know. It wouldn't surprise me if he really has an opinion on something. He'll jump on his phone, and he'll have his quick 2 seconds and then head out. So Yeah, I have a 3-4, but I think it's going to be a 4-3 with Brian Young being there. I just don't see them being a 3-4 completely. No way. But even though they ran it, so
Well, I
you
had
have yours?
3-4. I had 3-4, and Brian Young was the weak side linebacker.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I have labeled as well. What up, fellas? Can't stay long, but wanted to drop in. Yeah, dude, we just talked about our dynasty draft. Rewind it, man. It's kind of interesting where the picks went, dude. It was right now we're in the third round, pick 7, marks on the clock.
Yeah.
But he'll probably make his pick after the show. So yeah, if you want to look at that, dude, I know you're all about like drafts and mock drafts. I think you're one of the ones who wanted to see where we're at. So yeah, rewind it, check it out, dude. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, dude, and work and whatever you got going on. I know you're a busy dude.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. As
So
always. As always.
all right, so Matthew Stafford, if he stay healthy, definitely can elevate this game. Cooper Cup, obviously one of the best. Van Jefferson and Ben Skoranek. Those are, very interesting targets. We've seen Ben Skoranek be like Baker's main go-to guy and had one hell of a game when he was there for like 48 hours. So after that, it was like, holy crap, this might. He's. I have him as 1 because Cooper Cup is better at the slot. I don't know what you have over there, but from what here is 1.
Well, mine just lists the receivers in order. So I have
Oh,
Cooper
that's right.
Cup,
I keep forgetting.
Van
You have
Jefferson, and Ben Skoronski.
yeah. So
But clearly, Cooper is going to be the slot. So.
oh yeah, the dude's locked in, man. The guy's so good. If they can stay healthy together, I would say they're a lot better as a team. But the schedule they have is just we'll get into that here in a bit. But again, it's all about staying healthy.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
the addition with
true.
Joe.
It's just people dropping like flies.
Yeah. Yeah, the addition of Steve Avila next to Joe Noteboom and then Brian Allen, Logan Bruss, and Rob Havenstein with the addition of Sean Megan and Warren McClendon. I don't know about this line. We just had a O line conversation Sunday. We actually had a tier list on O line, which
And
was
they were
different.
at the bottom.
And I don't think any of us liked what they had.
No.
So
Well, I mean, when your best offensive lineman is a second round guard,
right. So
it's not pretty.
yeah, no, not at all. So do we see Matthew Stafford get banged up again? But we don't know. But they did get Stenson Bennett, who has very good chemistry with crap. Hold on. Well, he was with Georgia, right? No, not my bad. I'm thinking the wrong guy. Yep. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking the wrong guy. My bad. Yeah, Georgia guy. I'm thinking calling my college guys mixed up, but no. I think I'm the other.
When you look as many
the
college,
other LA team.
when you look at as many college guys as we look at, it tends to happen.
No, yeah, I was getting confused with the other LA team.
The Chargers.
Yeah, his chemistry on was LA, but no. So Cam Akers, Kylie Williams, and then Zach Evans. I think Zach Evans will end up being the number 2. I don't believe in Williams that much, but we'll see how it happens. They brought back Sony Michel, which was interesting. So I don't know why. I would imagine they're gonna have to do something with them if they brought him back. So, totally just went back and looked crazy to see QJ Flowers and JSN. That's a steal. No. The thing is, we looked at the team needs, man, and I went with yep. So it is an IDP 1 QB. A lot of the teams went after what they need, and I think this is why it's falling the way it's falling. So 3 QBs go that early. Those teams needed QBs. They had those teams either don't have a QB or they're all aging. So yeah, that's It's crazy. It's crazy in this league. So the IDP changes the way we have it, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, like I said, it is crazy. But so yeah, overall, this offense could be good. It could be, I don't know. Again, this line, we've said it's not that great. If they get banged up, the backups aren't going to be any good either. So we got Tyler Higbee here and Hunter Long, who are probably more than likely going to have to freaking block a lot.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, man. Like, what did you want to talk about on
Well,
this
I
offense
feel
or
like
anything at all, really?
I feel like the success of this offense is going to be on the shoulders of that offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they have to be great, but they have to be the best ever, because I think we know Stafford can get the ball out fairly quick, and then Cup can run some pretty precise, excellent routes. So if they can just block enough to get enough time for people to do quick little outs,
Yeah.
offense might be successful. But as soon as someone goes down with an injury, it's done.
Yeah.
Like Cup goes down, they're not throwing the ball. They got nobody else. If Stafford goes down, no one to throw the ball. Like it's insane how like dependent they are on like two people for this offense to do anything.
Yeah. I don't know how. I don't think they're gonna survive. Is what really the
Exactly.
actual. You know.
Like, will Stafford's back hold up? No idea.
I don't know.
He
You got Brett
might
Rippey in there now, which is.
he might be done,
Yeah, I think so too.
which is sad. I mean, I like Matthew Stafford a lot, and I wanted him on Washington when he was up for trade.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got Brett Rippon and Stetson Bennett behind him. Like, oof.
Yeah. Anthony says, still though, assets are assets instead of team need. All the more reason I take someone else need or trade out of that pick. But overall, it's great to see. Better than drafting with bots. No, well, I mean, why would I have? No, that's a real draft, man. That's legitly like real freaking draft. So
No, I think that's what he's saying. He's saying it's better than drafting with
no,
bots.
drafting with bots. No, of course. But again, like the way we talked about it Sunday after we did our O line. We kind of broke down all three of us, was it three of us? We were talking about the draft all the way up until my pick, which was the second round Sunday.
It was
And
three
we
of us.
predicted so what?
It was the three of us. Tank had
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. So we predicted almost everyone getting something near that or something that didn't surprise us, except for this guy actually traded up from the 12th spot to the
Yeah, to
4th
get
spot
Bryce Young.
or 5th spot and got Bryce Young. So he really needed a QB. So
Which I
he
really
moved up.
appreciate, because if it had come to me and Bryce Young was there, I would be like, I wouldn't have known who to pick, because I would have been torn. Because I need quarterback and receiver. And I would have been
I
like,
still would have gone QJ, man.
I probably still would have gone QJ.
I still would have gone QJ. Between Bryce Young and QJ, I probably would have gone QJ. No. I mean, with everyone having their own brain instead of picking, going, yeah. No,
Exactly.
yeah. Exactly. Like, if you look at Brian's sitting at the 3. He went with CJ Stroud. And then his second pick, he went with Roschon Johnson.
But then the second pick in the second round, he actually went with
He traded and he got another second pick. And then he went with John Mechie.
And there's a lot of double stacks formulating in this draft.
Yeah. So in our draft, we have cuts. You cut 7. You cut 7 of your team, and then replace them with 7 of your picks. Regardless if you have those picks or not, you still cut 7. So kind of throw some of the veterans back in there that you really don't want to get rid of. But it happens with our league. It's kind of like every team's salary cap. They don't want to get rid of these guys, but sometimes they have to. I kind of implemented that to cut and then have our Dynasty rosters to, I think, what is it, 26, 25? No, it's 23 with the 3 taxi. Ultimately, I think you roll with 16 every year.
Yeah.
So kind of like on the short end of a dynasty league. So that's how we've done it. And it's the cuts every year get hard and hard and hard, like harder every year. And it's just like you're to a point like, dude, I don't know if I want to. What are we gonna do, man? Or you just make trades? So that's funny. All right, defense. Do you go? You want to read them out, or do you want?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, go ahead. I know you usually do the defense.
So, like you said, we both had a 3-4. So at left defensive end, I got Kobe Turner with Jonah Williams behind him. I got Bobby Brown III with Taron Vincent behind him. Right defensive end is the beast incarnate, Aaron Donald, with Marquise Copeland behind him. We got the rookie Brian Young at weak side linebacker with Keir Thomas behind him. Middle linebackers, I got Ernest Jones and Christian Rosenboom with Jake Hummel and Kalichi Labici behind him.
Just say Kalichi, man.
Okay, Kalichi. Strong side linebacker, I got Michael Hochet with Nick Hampton behind him. We got Robert Rochelle, Jordan Fuller, Russ Yeast, and Kobe Durant in the secondary, with Travius Hodges Tomlinson being the next guy up behind him.
See, it's funny when like what you see and then what I have, you know.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what you have actually.
Like mine, like I don't. This is why I noticed you say the start because the depth chart on this one is different from what you have.
Oh yeah, you have a
just interesting. Yeah.
Witherspoon.
So it's interesting linebacker wise. It really is. I think Ernest Jones is going to have himself a year. I really do. Brian Young, if he stays where he's at, I don't think
I got Akello at third string.
You have what?
I have Akello at third string. Witherspoon. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I have him here as a main.
I got Deion Kendrick as a backup as well. That's weird. Well, I mean, they're all kind of the same anyway, so it's not like there's that much separating them. So,
however you said Kalichi almost sounded like a Ricky Martin song or something. Jesus, man. Yeah, you attacked it really, really weak there, bud. You like stumped. You're like,
I went in confident, and then as I got like 3 letters in, I was like, nope, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm out of this.
Overall, man, the Rams they still have Jordan Fuller. We've known, but he's above average, but he's not like anything special, you know.
Yeah.
Ramsey is now with the Dolphins, so these DBs are gonna have to step up. You know, there's now this giant gap where like, oh, Ramsey's not there. We can actually throw to this side now. So I do expect Hodge and Tomlinson to actually do good. But again, the front 7 are probably the core of it. I'm not expecting great things. Again, it's health-wise, even with health-wise, they're not looking that great defensively. Yeah, no. Aaron Donald's there. Yeah, Brian Young is there, who I think is going to be good. And Ernest Jones, who actually is pretty good, in my opinion. Witherspoon, Jordan Fuller, like outside of that though, it's like I there's too many holes where a QB can just pick off or, you know, run to a certain side. So I don't see a lot of things going on with this defense, despite, you know, some of the talent that they have there. So without that, I don't know if you want to. Well, you said agree, so I don't know if you want to talk about anything else besides these guys.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, you're right. They have Aaron Donald, but and then I do like Brian Young, like you said, but I mean, outside of them, it's like, I don't know. I feel like the secondary is just going to get torched.
Right. So,
I don't know. There's just not a lot of upside. But you got to get. But what's our saying? You got to get the studs on the duds.
Right. So
You
for
gotta find
IDP, that's
exactly
worked out very well. Getting
because
the
this
studs on the
defense might
Days.
be on the field a lot.
Right. So Ernest Jones might actually be one of those guys you kind of look at.
I agree.
So we'll see. But here we are with one of our segments, taking gambling, and I don't want any part to deal with that guy. Absolutely not. So, Mark, if you want to go first, or do you want me to go? Do McVay, Stafford, and Donald regret not? Yeah, no, I think so, man. Because even when we said, I'm like, dude, they need to retire right now. Just leave.
McVay is the one who brought them all back.
Yeah, I know. He's looking real silly right now.
But I agree. They're probably like, yeah, we might have gone messed up. We might have.
Yeah, 5-12, dude. That's horrible, man.
But the problem is, it's not looking like it's going to be much better. But
no. We'll look into the schedule. We'll see what's up. My man Ben is a great addition. I love the man. Great pick, in my opinion. For now, but again, all depends if Stafford's going to stay healthy or not. So I don't know. All right, let me zoom out, get both offense and defense in here, and then we'll talk about who we're taking, who we're not taking, who we're gambling on. So, who's going first today?
Doesn't matter. I think I went first last time.
All right. So, who am I taking?
Yeah. It's a great question, huh?
Is this a cop-out if I go for my guy who I just talked about earlier in the rookie draft?
Nah. Just go with it.
I mean, like, look, Brian Young is who I think is probably the guy here to take. Despite he's a little older on the upside, but still he's the talented dude. All right. Cooper Kupp, Stafford, Akers, and Young are my for sure guys, right? Outside of that, it's very hard. Very hard. But damn. And I don't like that they don't utilize their tight ends at all. So I'm gonna go here with my take outside of those four, right? Who I think should be the obvious ones. Oh man. I think I'm gonna go with Skoranek here. I think Skoranek is going to be a very good addition. Yeah, he's 26. So it's like, okay, I don't know how long he'll have this talent there. He's been on the Rams for this time, and then he finally popped off, and it was like, okay. So I don't know. He just arrived last year, right?
With Baker.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Baker really
outside of those four though that I've mentioned before, I don't know who I really want to take, but I think Skoranek is going to be involved. Again, you might end up having to replace him here soon. But the gamble, I guess, I'll take is maybe freaking Weatherspoon. But that's only because I think he's going to be there the entire time, as a main starter. But again, man, I don't like this roster, man. I don't like this roster. This is very tough. As a gamble, I'll take Weatherspoon. The guy I'm not taking is Higbee, though. Even though that's probably a clear choice for some people, but I'm not taking Higbee. They just don't use their tight ends the way I like him. Even though he did really good, and I think he was number 3 last year, but that was 1 year. That's not enough years for me to actually, are they going to do it again? Is there a possibility that Higbee does that same exact, numbers last year? I don't think so. I think that might have been a fluke. I don't know. But again, this is one of the hardest teams to ever judge.
I agree.
So I hope I didn't take all your guys.
No.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at in the show. Work has me all over the place. So sorry. No, you're good. You're good, man. Don't worry about it. We get it all the time. It's cool. Don't worry
Right.
about it. But right now we're taking dynasty picks. It's one of our segments. We have like who you taking, who you gambling on, and who you just absolutely not taking at all in your dynasty league. So we do this 3 players out of the roster, both offense and defense. And Mark's up right now.
Yeah. So for my take, I think I'm just going to go Brian Young. I think being on the opposite side of the field as Aaron Donald will mean he's just going to get a lot of one-on-one coverage. And I think he's got the speed to hopefully, like, they're so concerned with Donald that he could just sneak in there, get 10+ sacks. We'll see. But I think he's a solid rusher. So that's my take. My gamble is going to be Akers. He's only 24. He popped off towards the end of last year. But the reason I gamble is because it's like, are they going to actually run the ball, like with him? Because like the whole part at the beginning of last year where they just was at like healthy scratches, like no idea what's going on. And then Henderson gets hurt, and they're like, okay, Akers come back, and then he pops off. So it's like, what is happening there? Like, do you not like Akers?
Well, wasn't he recovering from his injury though?
So there was speculation that he came back too early from his injury, but I don't know. We'll see. But he's a gamble just because it's the Rams offense. He's an RB1. You like to see an RB1, but what is his offensive line going to do? Are they going to play him? So he's my gamble. As far as not taking, I'm gonna go Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
I love the guy, but 35. I don't know if his back will hold up. And again, this offensive line is just not good.
All right. I think I changed my mind on my gambling.
Okay.
I'll gamble on Zach Evans.
Yeah, that's not a bad one either.
Zach Evans might be a gamble here. Probably taxi squad. Why not? He's going to be there for the next 4 years at minimum. He probably won't get a lot of work this year, or maybe he might. He might, like I said earlier, I said he might be the 2, right? But he's not going to be the 1. And if the team's looking the way it's looking now, his body won't get banged up too much. I think what will happen is he'll end up being utilized eventually in future years once the Rams figure out their situation. Probably by his second or third, probably even third year. But again, like I said, a gamble. So usually when we talk about gambles, we put them in the taxi squad or something like that. But we do this with every team, so not just like everyone. So just throwing it out there. If I were to gamble, I would gamble on Stafford. His arm worries me a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm.
There's a lot of worrisome things when it comes to Stafford.
There is, yeah.
Like if you have a bad back and you have an offensive line that's going to make you on your back all the time, that's not a good combination.
Yeah. So I'll switch my gamble from Weatherspoon to Evans, and then put Evans in a taxi. I don't know. He could start by the end of the year. I don't know. This team is so weird, man. And like we do every team. So here we are. Schedule. Let's get that done. Unless you want to talk more about this roster.
No, I don't want to talk about the roster.
Okay, all right. Okay. Go ahead, Mark.
All right, week 1, they head to Seattle to play the Seahawks. And then week 2, they come back home to play the San Francisco 49ers. Then week 3, they have their first of 2 primetime games, where they head to Cincinnati to play the Bengals on Monday Night Football. Then week 4, they head to Indianapolis. Week 5, they're playing at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Then week 6, they're hosting the Arizona Cardinals. Week 7, they're hosting the Steelers. Week 8, they're going to Dallas to play the Cowboys. Then after that, for week 9, they're heading to Green Bay to play the Packers. They have a bye week, kind of right in the middle. Week 11, they got the Seattle Seahawks at home. Week 12, Garden to play the Cardinals in Arizona. Then week 12 or 13, sorry, we got the Cleveland Browns at home. Week 14, they head to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Week 15, they host the Washington Commanders. Week 16, they host the New Orleans Saints for their second primetime game on Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. Week 17, they head to New York to play the Football Giants. And then the very last game of the year, they head to San Fran to play the 49ers.
Yeah. I was going to tell you to stop at the bye week.
Oh,
no, you're good. You're good. I think you have one screen, so it's not like your fault. So.
Oh, yeah, I was bouncing back.
That was my fault. So, yeah, the bye week at 10, we usually so James said this during that time. I like the bye week. I really do. So, he says, okay, I have one question for you because with this team being bad, curious on what you guys think who will finish above the other, the Cardinals or Rams, for third place. Right now, we're going to go into the schedule. And between Mark and I, we eventually give out our total records. But right now, it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me if we have the Cardinals lower.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked by that either.
But
dive into this right now and see what we think.
I have 3 losses right off the bat.
Me too.
They could win against Indy, so
they could, but it's at Indy, so I'm leaning towards Indy in that one.
Yeah, so I don't know.
They're losing
but
to the Eagles.
I'll keep the optimism for that one. Lose to the Eagles. I
think maybe
they lose to the Cardinals.
No wins before the bye week.
I think I'll give them Indy. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, dude, I have no wins before the bye week, man.
Do they win a game? Because good lord. Because after the bye week, they got Cleveland, Baltimore, Saints, Giants, 49ers.
No way, man. They have to win something, dude. No way.
I'm going to say 2. 2 wins.
It's going to be Cardinals, and it's going to be...
Oh, we all come on and say it. We all know you're going to say they're going to win Week 15 because you already said it. So I know you have at least 2 wins for them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. I'll give them Cardinals Week 12.
Somehow my roster is 10 times better than this roster, but we're going to lose to them.
Hold on. I'll give them the Week 6. So they have 1 win before the bye week.
Oh, yeah, I'll give them the Cardinals when they're at home. I'll give them that one.
And then the win against the Commanders.
No, I refuse. 1 win. That's all they get from me.
And they might sneak one somewhere here.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I think they will sneak a win somewhere, so that's why I'm between 2 and 3, honestly.
I don't know. Because if Indy cannot click with Gardner Minshew, how good are they? Yeah. They have a better line, they have a better running back, and they have better, I don't know.
I think their defense is better.
No, they have a better receiving core. Just not the best receiver. But outside of the best receiver, the Rams are nothing.
God, I can't even.
And defense, defense Rams aren't that great. Holy crap, man. This team sucks.
Yeah, this is all
Rams, I'm sorry.
This is not a good schedule for them either.
You guys are going to struggle, Rams. I'm sorry.
They're going to get swept by the AFC North. They're going to lose.
YouTube just crashed. Give the Rams 5 wins. I'm driving, so I can't really look at that. No, you're good, man. You're good. So as we kind of read it off, so you probably missed Mark reading it off, but it's fine. Yeah, look, they have the Cardinals at 6. In Washington, Week 15, and we're kind of thinking them.
Now you were thinking them.
Well, I'm thinking them.
I think
But
Washington
again,
can
I'm
beat
also
the
just thinking the
Ravens.
one win against Cardinals.
I don't know. I think they'll squeeze by somebody.
They don't.
Like
They
you're
don't beat
right. I
Seattle.
think they could probably beat. If the Cardinals do better this season.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
good luck with that.
that's all
They suck
dependent
too.
on Kyler Murray if he
Yeah,
even
they suck
plays.
too. They're not going to do anything either.
But I think he will play. That's why I don't think they beat Week 12. I think Cardinals win because I think Murray will be back.
Yeah. Sorry, Bev, but no, it's not going to happen.
He says
How are
3
you doing,
wins.
Mother? How are you?
Oh, 3 wins if we count the bye. So he's saying 2 as well. So he must have Arizona and Washington as well. But Washington's not going to lose to them. I'm telling you.
I don't know if it's going to be Washington.
I'll do
It's
a
going to be
spike bet
something
right here
stupid.
now. That's how confident I am in this game.
You know, hold on. Are they? No, they're at New York.
It's it. Yeah, it's at New York. I was thinking maybe the Giants, but I don't know. I'm not too. I don't know. This could very well be a 2 to 3 wins.
What's the total wins for Vegas? Well, like Vegas giving them the wins, or are you talking about the Raiders?
Oh, yeah, that would be Braden, but I don't know if he's here.
No, I don't. We haven't given our solid number yet, so I don't even know if he's watching.
That's why I said I don't know if Braden's here, honestly.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 3. I think they beat Arizona at home. I think they can beat Indy. And then I think somewhere along the lines they just have an upset. Maybe it's Green Bay. Maybe Dallas poops the bed. Who knows? Could be the Giants. Maybe the 49ers don't have a quarterback in week 18.
No, dude. I'm saying 2. I'm saying 2. What's up, Braden? Yeah, he's here. I'm saying 2. Okay. You're saying 3? 2.5.
No, I'm gonna say 2. I can't go 3. I'm gonna go 2.
So we're saying 2.
I
I swear, if Vegas gives him 4 or 5.
Indy and Arizona. Indy and Arizona.
I don't think they could beat Indy. I don't know. We'll see. Washington does stupid things at the end of the year.
The only reason I'm leaning towards beating Indy is first-time head coach. It's within the first month of his tenure. 2 new quarterbacks. Indy might not have things figured out.
That was my
6.5. Good
Jesus. The total wins Vegas is giving the Rams. Yeah, so that's what we have Braden here for.
I quit.
Braden's our guy in the chair. He's part of the crew. So
Vegas has him favored against Washington. I'm out.
There you go. They have them sweeping both Arizona and pick them for Indy.
It's a pick them for Indy, which means those were
the 4 games we were talking about this entire time.
Yep, and those were the 4 games. Although I'm adamant Washington will win that game. It's not going to happen. Sorry, LA fans.
Braden, this is not looking good for the number 1 pick, man.
You know why I'm confident? Because it's week 15. Kupp and Stafford might be done by then.
Yeah, but Washington also does stupid stuff at the end of the year too, though. Your head coach doesn't even know if they're in the playoffs or not, or outside of whatever.
Hey, this is his last year. Calm down. The enemy's taking over. We're going to be a different team, okay?
I almost.
Oh my God! I would have been like, "There's no way." Technically, we're favored because it's in LA and it's only -1. So I'm just saying, throwing that out.
Between the 4 teams that we're talking about, we're bouncing between 2 and 4. So I don't know, man. Like I feel like 2, which, oh man,
we found our worst.
No,
team.
This sucks, man. I don't like this because this now puts the Cardinals at a higher draft pick than number 1. I really want them to have the 1, but I don't think it's going to happen. This now,
but it's actually good because they're going to take the quarterback, and that means Arizona's going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. I think smarter.
Maybe. Oh yeah, maybe yeah. If LA gets the 1,
you just said the same thing.
That they take Caleb? Yeah, no, yeah,
exactly.
No,
exactly. And then Caleb doesn't even have to go that far. He literally just goes down the street.
Unless they're idiots who believe in Bennett.
No, there's no way they're believing in Bennett.
Hold on. The only reason they believe in Bennett, if Stafford goes down, which was The possibility is there because this line sucks.
The only reason they drafted Bennett was to trade him to the Eagles eventually.
Jesus. God, no. I think if Stafford gets hurt, Bennett comes in. No, there's no way. You can't do anything with this line. Rams, I'm sorry, your line sucks. Your line sucks, Rams. I don't think it's going to happen. Jesus, we just now discovered the worst team in the NFL.
I told you.
We just. All right, guys.
Terrible.
Look at our. Let's go back to our grand chart of teams, and let's add the big old 2 to the Rams. Holy crap!
James says, "What's wrong with Bennett? Why are people raging on this guy? I still don't know why." Besides him being a little small, but look at Bryce Young.
It has nothing to do with his size. It has to do with his talent.
Yeah, it has nothing to do. The only
his
reason
talent
Stu
is
Bennett
above average, but it's not elite.
Yeah, the only reason he was so good in college was because he was surrounded by a Pro Bowl team.
Yeah.
It was like when Trent Dilfer won the Super Bowl. He was surrounded by so much good talent that despite the deficiencies of the quarterback, they're still able to win.
I agree.
Like, I don't think Stu Benson's a terrible quarterback. I just don't know if his game translates to the NFL.
Nope. I'm not arguing that, man. There's a 2.
Yeah, go LA.
And you know why it's a 2? It has nothing to do with Stafford. It has nothing to do with Bennett, Akers, Kupp. That line is just so atrocious.
It's the line,
those guys
and
are
then
going to
they're
be even able to
defense.
do anything if Stafford is running for his life.
And then the defense, when your second best defensive player is a rookie.
Yeah. There you go. Here's our giant board. LA's taking number 1 draft pick.
4 teams left.
Yep. This board won't get finished until I get back, unfortunately. So we will knock out most of these teams. Mark and Brian will figure out another day to figure out the last team that they're doing, which is the Dolphins. No, the Niners.
The Niners will be the last team. Yes. You should leave. You should look at stuff, though, and give us your, like, over-unders. Or not your over-unders, but your record or, like, your wins and losses. So
for the Niners?
Yeah, so we can add it in there.
That works.
Like, even though you're not there, we'll still have it.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's coming together. So we got our first pick. The Los Angeles Rams.
Caleb Williams is a Ram. Caleb Williams is going to be a Ram. According to what we have.
I also just realized how, like, the bottom 2 teams are horrible, and then the top 2 teams are really good in the West and the NFC.
Yeah. So, kind of what Braden said, man. It might end up being.
He says, yeah, give us your take, gamble, and not to.
Yeah, no, okay, I'll do that.
So that'll work.
Maybe I'll just do like a recording of myself and send it. And then
we can do that. We can pop it up.
Yeah. So, dude, this is crazy. We're almost done.
A little bit.
We're almost done. James, we have Raiders here, right here on the left side of your screen, 6.5. So, not the worst team, but again, that's probably not enough for playoffs. So I can't remember who said 7. One of us said 5 or no 6, and then we just kind of went with 6.5. So, this chart will get done, and we're gonna do it with Brian. Probably we're gonna do it on our Wednesday night shows. Maybe I don't know, because we'll do a lot of mock drafts closer to that time. So we'll figure it out. We'll probably end up breaking this one down. We'll make our own playoff chart and our own draft chart and see how right we are. Because last year we did baller status, man. We can do a Martin pillow. Get out of here. Stupidest joke I've ever seen. And you've said some pretty stupid ones. Get out of here, man. Go away.
You said Martin pillow.
I was talking about win total for Vegas in regards to Las Vegas, not the Raiders, but gambling. I was not referring to.
Yeah, we figured
No,
that out.
yeah, no, we said that. We
Yeah,
we
we
went
figured
we
it
went
out.
to we did that. It was 6.5. 6.5. Braden does that. He looks it up for. He like I said, he's the guy in the chair. Whenever we come up with our totals, he throws it out in the comments. Unless Anthony snipes him, and he did that once, but we kind of told him that's
God dang it.
usually Braden. What? Have a wow, wow. Okay, just wow. Brian, go away. Go away, Brian. Nobody likes you. But yeah, so that was our that's our Rams. Did a little bit of our draft towards the beginning. Mark, you're still deciding?
Yeah.
All right. We'll show it one more time just to show what the people are, what Mark's dealing with right now. We are in the middle of our Dynasty draft. It is very slow. We're all adults. We're all working, so it's just kind of easier to keep it this way. And on top of that, none of us are actually in the same state, so
No.
it's kind of hard getting everyone together and having the live draft there. Like, yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. But here we are. Mark's on the clock, and he has all day. And whenever he decides to make his draft pick, that's what'll happen. However,
Or
it is an
maybe he
IDP.
sent a trade out to somebody. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. So we might be still sitting here tomorrow. No, hold on. No. I think the time will come up. I think, no, yeah, we might. Because the time will pause, right?
Mm-hmm. It'll pause overnight.
Yeah. So hurry up and make your pick, Mark. Nothing worse than a clock trainer. Yeah, hurry up, Mark.
I know everyone's yelling at me now.
No, you're good, man. Everyone's on board on this plan, so we might change it next year. It might go a little bit faster. We might change the time, but it's the trades have been happening like nonstop, and that's what I love about it. During this time, we've had so many trades. I just did one right now as we started the show, so there it is. I moved from here to here in the 4th, and from here to here in the 4th, and from here to here in the 5th. So I moved up in the 5th, but only took back, and I wasn't gonna get Tajay Spears, so that kind of works out for me. What's gonna happen now is after Mark picks, I'll have 2 back-to-back picks. So if Mark doesn't take who I am looking at, we'll see what I do with those 2 picks. And maybe tomorrow we're looking at both my picks when we cover. Who the hell are we doing tomorrow? The Dolphins. We're doing the Dolphins tomorrow.
Randy says, hit the subscribe button. And if you're subscribed, hit the like button.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, tomorrow's the Dolphins. That should be a good one. That's going to be a hard one to gauge. But we'll get
it is. It really is. But we'll see. And we'll talk about more of the Dynasty draft. We'll talk. If you guys come in, we'll pull it back up and we'll talk about it. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I hope you guys are off today. If not, hopefully you're more than likely off tomorrow. It's weird because Sandy's in that. She's like, yeah, I work today, but I'm off tomorrow. I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, if you guys are in that same boat, stick it out, guys. You have tomorrow off. And if you don't get tomorrow off, well then, hey, it's another work week, I guess, right? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you about the Rams. We would love your opinions on that, on your gambling and your taking and who you're not taking on those rosters in Dynasty League. So, anyways, Anything else, Mark?
No. Good luck with the first overall pick, Rams. That's all I can say.
Jesus, it better be Caleb Williams. The way it's looking, it might be Caleb Williams, but who knows?
Should be.
It should be, but the Rams will be Rams, and they might trade out of the first, which is...
That's true.
Well, Rams, can you not trade out of the first? Let's just put it this way, okay?
Yeah. Don't trade the first.
Any Rams fans or know anybody in the organization, don't trade out of the first. You have Caleb Williams there, who's probably going to be a good suitor behind Stafford if he plays another year. Teach him the ropes. And if he's not there, well, Caleb Williams is still talented enough to lead that team. I think. He's a Heisman winner. So, damn it, Rams. Keep your first for once. That's all I got.
Keep your first. Get Caleb Williams. Get an offensive lineman with your second round pick.
Yes, please.
Bring in some more free agent offensive line. And next thing you know, you have a really good offense with Cam Akers and Cup and Caleb.
Oh, that line is so atrocious.
It's bad. So,
all right. All right. Thanks for watching.
Later.
See you guys later. See you tomorrow.
Getting hype when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.